I realize I got myself. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on, I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on, I'm gonna be my own best friend.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Stormiana, and I am back with another lit story time for you guys today. Before we get started into this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media. It's in the description box below. If you missed yesterday's video, you might want to go first check that video out before you come over this one, because this is part 2 to that video. Also, if you guys want to enter my iPad giveaway, please comment 500 subscribers and counting. Let's go. Like, do you hear me? Let's go. I'm going to run this giveaway for about a month because it's going to be my last giveaway until my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So this is going to be the last one. So I'm going to run it a little longer to see how many people can actually get into it. And let's go. Okay. So yesterday we left off with the story time about Quinn's ex-wife reaching out to me. I have my papers and notes here because the timeline gets not only shitty, spotty, but lies have been told to me, honey child. So yesterday we left off when I was telling Quinn's wife about the podcast, the TV show that I'm like secretly working on. That's not a secret now, but don't tell nobody that's not in this video unless you go share it to them. Got it? Got it. Okay, so we left off with me telling her about the TV show that I'm working on, me telling her about the podcast that I'm working on. Asking her, like, you know, I would like for you to join and come on and tell your story, like, because this is crazy. Like, I definitely am looking to branch out to get everybody else's story. So here we have some ongoing screenshots that we will see here in a minute, but here's what I want to touch on specifically. I was very confused about the relationship. Actually, let me grab my laptop. No, I can't look at it right. Okay, but I was actually really confused about the relationship when she said husband. So apparently she has been legally, Quinn's wife has actually legally been married to a man since 2018, as you can see here inside the screenshots. Now, I'm going to touch bases on all of this stuff before I get the rolling clips, and then eventually I will be rolling clips in part of this. So she sent some voicemails, so we're going to have to show you guys a little bit differently, or I'm going to have to show you guys a little bit differently. So how the timeline goes is Quinn's ex-wife was actually legally married to a man in 2018. Apparently, they met Quinn, meaning the wife. We're going to call her Chanel because I can't say her legal name. We're going to call her Chanel and husband. Okay, so Chanel and her husband were legally married in 2018. They met Quinn as a poly relationship in 2020, which means there is no legal way that Quinn ever married Chanel.
And you said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That was a lie. Because Quinn said she didn't go to the altar. Now, this is a real life video, as in it is the 23rd, 24th. Like, it's, I don't know if it's when, I believe it's Thursday. It's about the 23rd. This conversation between me and Quinn happened last night, where I said, were you ever legally married? Now, I'm asking this question because I feel like I've been lied to about too many things concerning her past, and everything else. Probably my fault for not digging in a little more, but because of given her past and her record, I figured it's just best we move on and help her at least with her future and her present. A joke's on me, right? So last night, Quinn has said, like, We were legally married. I changed my name. I changed my name and took on Chanel's last name. Now, here's the thing. I know a bunch of people, one particularly who lives down here, who has changed his name, I believe at least twice. Like, you don't have to be married to change your name. That's not how that works. You do need other documentation, but the only cause to change your last name is not simply because you got married. That's not the case. So she tripped her own self up in a lie right there, because she was never married. So that means you never got divorced. So when I asked her this, she said, I don't know what I had to do, but I know I needed to sign some papers to get rid of her and all this other stuff. What papers? And then she proceeded to say, you haven't just gotten into something that you didn't know about. Besides you, like, no. Like, I'm grown. My response literally was, I'm grown. There's just, signing documentation that I probably can't read properly or understand properly is something I don't do. Like, my signature is very important, and I'm not just going away signing shit for no reason. You don't know what you signed. You don't know what you did. You thought you got married and you didn't. Like, if she was legally married to him, why would you think she can legally marry you? I don't even understand what she's got going on in her mind. But I know just about everything she has been saying is bullshit. She told Chanel, we're gonna call her Chanel now because she's not the wife, not even the ex-wife. She told her about me in 2023. Now, before then, she was in a group chat, in the same group chat that I met her in, and apparently she was cheating on Chanel with the people in the group chat, going up the link with them, apparently they as in Chanel and her husband had her location, and she was going to hotels that were known for prostitution. Now, Quinn told me about the hotels and all that, and what she told me was they was hitting bank cards out of this hotel. Not prostitution. Now, again, that I could never judge for. I don't judge anybody for anything, except when they get to lying to me. Quinn's mom, let's get into that too. And I'm giving you the basis of this because when I show you the clips, you're just gonna have to listen to the voicemail because she sent voicemails, and then you'll be able to actually read everything that's under there. So I'm really just giving you a wrap up before I do that, and then before we jump into everything else. Chanel spoke about dating apps. Now, I'm gonna assume when she said dating apps, she means Tammy. Now, when I keep thinking about this and putting two and two together, I'm thinking like, okay, Quinn had Tammy on her phone when she was here. As a little like play thing, I seen it one morning and I just deleted it. Like, it wasn't on the basis of like, I don't want her talking to nobody else. It was like, well, I only know Tammy as a dating app. I don't know it as a let's make friends app. I just deleted it. Like, if you're looking to date somebody, you also probably need to be looking to live with somebody else. And Chanel mentioned that she had that dating app on there. Now, when the Tammy app was open already, when I was looking through Quinn's phone, and when I mean looking, I wasn't looking for something specific. I was literally just being nosy. I was literally just being nosy, just playing on her phone. Like, I don't check messages or anything like that, but I do know about the Tammy app. I have not personally been on it, but I was actually just curious as to like what you do on there, especially because it's for lesbians. So when I looked on there, I seen that she was telling somebody about her being in Columbus. Now my first thought was like, maybe she's looking for somebody specifically in Columbus or in Georgia in general, in case me and her don't work out. And that's probably just about what happened as well with Chanel. Like, just looking for other people, probably as a backup, because this timeline doesn't show Quinn having any stability, having her own home at all, not a license, not a car, just absolutely nothing to herself, for herself at all. Not fully gay. So Quinn had told me that the last person she slept with, now this was before all of this started coming out, was the guy she got pregnant by, and she had a miscarriage, and he, I believe she said he passed away. He was murdered. She said that was when she was like 17, 18, coming out of high school. Well, that can't possibly be true if she, one, had met Chanel and her husband in 2020. Also, that definitely can't be true because according to Chanel, in 2023, she was living with, Quinn was living with her. And I'm assuming husband was there too, which means if they were all in a relationship, you most definitely was sleeping with that man. Now, why in the hell you felt the need to lie to me about that is crazy. We also have clips of, I'm gonna assume, as you see the name, we're just gonna say her initials TD, and I'm gonna believe that is Quinn's mom, was sending her money via Cash App, which there's also the recordings about that. Now let's get into the house fire. So again, this is where reading is fundamental and reading comes into play in your life as an adult, because Quinn had originally told me that the house was left to her by grandparents. Now, according to admins in my chat, when they had watched their video, when I had spoke about this inside the admin chat and, you know, just gave them a little taste of what I've been finding out, Quinn had stated that the house that she set fire to in Chicago belonged to a lady who left her the house. Now, here's the problem. If you're taking care, Quinn apparently was taking care of this old lady who then in turn left Quinn the house. Quinn burnt it down. Now, according to Quinn, the people who was there wouldn't pay her rent. They were supposed to pay her $100 a week and didn't. So she wanted to put them out, but she couldn't because of COVID, and she had to evict them and all that legal process. So she set the house on fire. That is the story that was told to me. Another story apparently is told on YouTube, because that's not, I have not fully watched the video, but I know if that is true, that's not what was told to me. Now, what Chanel said was that she was getting put out by a man who was in that house, and she slipped up and sent her the video. What, you think I'm not finna play it? You don't believe me? Now this might be a little graphic for some viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. But this is a recording clip of Quinn admitting to setting the fire and all that stuff. Oh, you thought I was playing? Roll clip.
Myself to everybody. Now continue talking, G. Continue talking, G. You want to talk?
Yes.
Talk. And keep on saying the same shit you saying. The same exact shit, G. You want to do all this extra shit, do it for the camera. 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 Now let's get the fuck out. Do it for the camera. I don't give a fuck. Yep, I did it. I did it, and I started a fire, bitch. Ooh. Take your ass in your room, bitch. Stop talking to me. Now you getting recorded. Now you want to act tough. That's what the fuck
You see? So apparently that man was putting her out. Here we go into messages about Quinn's habit, might be on some other drugs, might have some mental issues, but she's definitely not paying rent. Now this happened October 28th. I don't remember the year that I'm looking at, but I remember that it was close to Halloween, and that they said that they were giving her until November to, pay rent and leave. Apparently that is not the truth, and that's how she ended up owing some money. Here are the lies that I have caught so far with Quinn. Now, this is even as far as last night when she said, I just signed some paperwork. The husband, Chanel's husband, officiated their marriage. Did you even know if he was licensed for that? So you were never married to Chanel. You was fucking the husband. And you lied about the last nigga you slept with was the guy you got pregnant with, had a miscarriage by. That's not even the same timeline you told me. So you keep getting caught up in some lies, and now me and Quinn are at the point where it's like, I don't want to really speak to you. I don't want to hear your side of the story, because receipts are getting popped out, and then when I'm hearing the receipts, as I'm getting the receipts, they don't match up with your timeline of what you told me. So either way, you lied. What I can't stand is a liar. I don't trust a liar. I do not forgive a liar. Unfortunately, that is something that is like a deal breaker. Now, as we talked about, Quinn she told these people that, or Chanel told them that she donated plasma, and she gave $50 one day. Again, this is in October, for rent or whatever. And that Quinn went to go, she was turned around and was ready to buy weed. I can attest to that. I just started my new job, and I've only worked one day. I've been actually home working on YouTube. Quinn has been to work 3 times so far. She has been buying weed, hasn't put anything towards anything else in the house. Now, granted, thank God I still have it to do so, because if I would rely on her, it wouldn't matter to her as long as she keep spending $25 back to back to buy weed. To me, that shows a lack of responsibilities and immaturity. You don't have shit. I don't know why or how you feel comfortable enough to buy weed when you don't have shit, when just about everything you have at this very moment, until you actually get a full paycheck, is through me. And it's like, damn, I have been saying, like, I feel like I have told Quinn, like, you are very childish. I feel like I'm raising another child. You're not my equal. Like, you can't even stop smoking long enough to save your money to where you can handle responsibilities and then be able to have leisure stuff. Leisure stuff does not come before your bills. Okay, if I know my rent is $800, I'm not finna spend $600 of it to go blast on a vacation and a shopping spree and go buy some weed. You hold what you have. So, I mean, at this point, I think it's time for you guys to hear the voice messages, see the screenshots, and you guys can let me know in the comments below what you think how you feel, what's going on. Because me, personally, I'm over it. At this point, it's more like a waiting game. Like, okay, she's working. She should, you know, like, start working to save up to move out when it's actually time for me to leave and move out. Hopefully she does switch to a better job than where she's at right now. Commend her for actually getting a job, because at first I had no faith and hope. And I think that's really all I got for you guys at this far. I know it's a lot. I probably have skipped or missed some things based off of memory. It's so much to try to hear and pay attention to, but this is, again, what I am being told. Now, I know for a fact some lies have been told, because Quinn's timeline of what she said is not matching up with this woman is saying. And then as I'm going back to Quinn and telling her, like, this is what's being said, she's like, oh, well, yeah, no, you lied the first time. And because Chanel is coming out with the truth, now you switching up your timelines and you're upset because I don't want to hear your side or hear your word when you lied. The only thing I asked for is for you to tell me the truth. And here now you have lied, and it's like, well, shit. Before I close out this video and let you guys hear the rest of this, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias listed in the description box below. Don't forget to comment 500 subscribers and counting to enter this giveaway. I have to actually go back and look at you guys' comments, and I'm gonna do like a little short and write your name down and put it inside of a bucket. Good luck to you guys. Shit, I don't even know. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
You see how I'm laughing? I don't mean to laugh, because I just don't want, I don't want nobody to be no victim or nothing like that. And I don't want you giving out handouts to nobody that ain't worthy of giving a handout. Like, I can understand being helpful, because I'm a very helpful person. I'm a Aquarius, wind sign, all that shit. I love helping people. That's just something that I do. Like, from helping people raise their kids, all type of shit. I've been helpful for a very long time. No, she was sexually active with my husband back in 2020. The miscarriage that she had was in 2021 with some other dude named Jeremiah. So obviously she was sexually active with that. And I got a video of her sucking his dick. So I don't even know why she lied and said the last person she was with was 18 in high school. That's crazy.
She was fucking other motherfuckers in 2020.
I don't know who else she was fucking.
And then 2021,
oh, yeah,
you gotta remember
James.
when she was working at Italian Fiesta, she told us she fucked like 3 niggas that worked there.
Yeah, but this is like...
One of them was her baby daddy.
Because I did not meet her in a group chat. I met her on some real life shit. Like, I don't know the internet queen. I don't know none of that. I just know that I don't like... I'm a private person. I'm not like a out there person, things like that. Like, when I got famous, it was on total motherfucking accident. That's how private I am. Like, on some real live shit. I got famous for drawing, artwork, shit like that. Not for, like, no messy shit. So, I'm not coming to you on no messy shit. I really don't care what y'all got going on. I really don't even care what she got going on. As long as she's safe, happy, whatever the case may be, I really don't care. I just, like how I said, don't fuck with the SA, like... Shit like that is very triggering for me, because I am a victim. So I just wanted to make sure that you wasn't being, like, taken advantage of. Honestly, tell you the truth. That's the only reason why I reached out. I didn't leave her around my child. I think I had her pick him up one time because she was out hanging out with his friend, with her friend, and her friend had a car, and we didn't have a car at the moment, and I had her go pick him up, and my son said that he felt uncomfortable and that he didn't want her to pick him up no more because, my brother, my son, same person, because he can articulate, like, if he wants a motherfucker to be around him or not. he's advanced. He's been articulating since forever. So, right when he said he didn't feel comfortable with that, like, she was never really alone with none of my kids. And then the new baby that I just had, she wanted to get pregnant. She wanted to have a baby, stuff like that. She wanted me to get pregnant, got pregnant, she bailed out. That's about it. That's all. Like, she don't even know that I have a new baby because she left because she didn't pay her rent. So, yeah, all types of shit. She's a manipulator, mass manipulator, for real, for real. I don't know. She said she had miscarriages back when she was in high school, and then that she had one miscarriage when she went to jail from the one dude. But I don't know how true any of those things are. I think I've only seen one pregnant picture of her, and that was like when she was in high school. Raised too. The girl ain't raised. Hell to the fuck no. What the fuck? Look, babe. She said that, so she never raised him or tried to adopt him and all of that. Girl, what the fuck? Fuck
Hell the
no.
fuck no.
Fuck.
She was too busy looking for how to raise anything.
That shit crazy. Like, you could read in the message, her rent was only $350. If she would have kept paying her rent, and this is why I don't feel sorry for her, if she would have kept paying her rent to my mother-in-law, all of this that she's going through, she would not be going through. If she would have just kept the job and do all of that, she would have been cool. But she decided to lie and do drugs and like smoke weed and spend her money on weed and be irresponsible. About what she was supposed to do. Quinn does not see. I have children and you have children, so we understand the whole like have to be responsible. You have to pay where you lay. Like, shit ain't free. Like, you gotta at least cook, clean, something. No, she doesn't have that aspect. Like, she don't have kids. She don't really too much have no burdens. Like, yeah, like my husband just said, she thinks she could just fucking get by. Like, it's that easy, honestly. And I don't know if that's like how her adoptive mom raised her. I really don't know the backing like that, because her mom told me one story and then she told me another story and things like that. All I can say is, if you're going to help, then help, but like know when you are being helpful versus when you're coddling someone. That's it. That's all I can say, is be mindful for that. I don't know why she lied on me like how she lied on me, because it wasn't no reason to lie on me. I didn't do shit to the girl, but took a step back. I told her I didn't want to be with her because she was running in and out of hotel rooms, leaving for days on end, coming back, things like that. Who wants to be with somebody like that? I don't know if you're sleeping around. I don't know what you're doing. I don't have time for that. Like, I really don't, on some grown woman shit, because I really don't fuck with females like that. Like, I am a bisexual female, but I prefer a male over a female. So
we had her location, so we was able to see that she was at a hotel that's known for prostitution out here.
Yeah. And honestly, her having her felony out here, it didn't stop her from getting jobs when she got out. Right when she got out, she was working. She was working here. She had 3 jobs. It never stopped her from working. You can work with the type of felony that she has. You can find a job anywhere, honestly. It's not like she has like a sexual assault or she has like robbery or anything like that. It just was her doing a arson. So she can find any job. And she didn't even want to work real jobs. She wants to work like those jobs that like high schoolers and shit is supposed to work, like McDonald's and things like that don't really give you money. Like, that's what it is. Honestly, I just say watch. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. And I'm sorry to hear that you feel uncomfortable, but I can't sit back and hear somebody go through a sexual assault and not say nothing. No, she never beat on me. No, she's never sexually assaulted me. And nothing like that. I don't know why she would even say that she did that. Like, it was cool. It's not even something to brag about. But no, she's never did any of those things to me. Especially because, like, how you can hear my husband in the back. I have a whole husband. Why would I sit up here and why would he sit up here and let some woman beat on me? Like I said, she was an add-on into my relationship. It wasn't, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because I'm poly. So, no. It's not, like, traditional. So, I don't know. This is diabolical to me. This is, like, really behooving me. I feel like she's just using me as a storyline for pity and stuff like that. Babe, look at this.
What?
He was still feeling her, or whatever the case might be. My bad, message is too long. Like I said, this is a long ass motherfucking story time. I've been knowing this girl since 2020, or whatever. So he reaches out. Something happens with the girl that she doing house arrest at, whatever the case may be. I'm trying to figure out, like, how the fuck you end up in jail when you know what I'm saying, her people stays out here. So, like, when I was like, okay, Quinn, you have to move around because you're being childish. Like, you don't want to be an adult. You don't want to pay rent. You don't want to do adult things. You want to act like you're my child and not, like, equal. Things like that. She'll always end up in, like, these fucked up situations where she's the victim. Like, she's always the victim. So, fast forward or whatever, she ends up going back to jail, but this time, like, she keeps in contact with my husband, things like that. As she's in jail for like a couple of more months and shit like that, you know, I start back talking to her, start back, you know, conversating with her, getting to know her, things like that, answering my phone, putting money on her books, really being there for her or whatever, like, letting her know, like, all of her stuff while she was in jail was at my house. I ended up moving back to Chicago from Indiana and things like that. This is where I'm like, I don't understand how I could ever live with somebody that was in jail. Like, how did you give me a place to stay when you were the one in jail? So, like I said, she ends up coming home. I end up finding her like an apartment or whatever because I'm like, I know that we can't live together because I know, like, whatever. So I end up finding her an apartment. Someone kicks her door in at her apartment or whatever, so she feels uncomfortable. She tells my husband. I tell my husband. So she ends up, like, moving in with us again or whatever. But like how I said, we rent out from his mom. So we rent out this big ass house from his mom. At first we was helping her, paying her rent, stuff like that, while she was getting on her feet, finding a job, everything like that. Once she found the job and she was like at the job and was getting stuff and things like that, and we started seeing like she wasn't trying to like pay her portion of the phone bill, she wasn't trying to pay her rent, she wasn't whatever, we kind of like slowed up and like showed tough love of like, this is what you have to do. Like, we're not finna pay your way. Like, you can't stay here rent free. You can't just use your money to buy weed and things like that. Like, we're not doing that or whatever. So that shit happened. She ends up owing my husband, mom, like $1,000 in rent. She ends up putting her out, things like that. And now she's with you. I don't know what to say. Like, it's a long ass story time. It's hella receipts. I'm trying to find them because honestly, when she left, I deleted everything that had to do with her. Like, because I really I'm not the type of ex that's like, oh, that's going to whatever. When I made my TikTok, my new TikTok for other business purposes, she popped up as somebody that you may know. I clicked on it because I thought that she was like in Houston. I was like, okay, glad to see she's alive. She's in Houston, things like that. And then it ended up being something about you on there, and I clicked on it, and then I was like, oh. And then when I clicked on your profile and seeing your YouTube, it was like you were talking about how she did that stuff to you, and I feel uncomfortable being an SA victim my motherfucking self. So I reached out to you, especially knowing that you have 2 young girls. I am raising my brother, but I don't speak about my kids because I keep my kids private. I don't do the social media with my kids.
Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you right in my space, but I need it.